Hello and welcome back to Meeple Village. Today we are going to conclude Adventure 2 of Legend of Drizzt. So why don't you just join me at the table and let's play Legend of Drizzt. Tarak is going to attack and then move. He's going to use his positioning shot. To avoid your vicious attack, your enemy leaps exactly where you want it to be. Attack one monster within 2 tiles of you. Hit or miss, place that monster on any square on your tile or an adjacent tile. I'm going after that wizard. He teleports, so it doesn't matter that I have to place him next to me in a tile adjacent or next to me. I mean, I could just leave him there, if any, but I need to get rid of him. This teleporting thing is just crazy. I know it's not my monster, it's Brie's monster, which means that the little Drake is going to activate, but I think he's more dangerous right now. So, with all of that said, I'm going to be rolling a +7. Let's see if I can hit his AC, which is high. His AC is 16. Let's try it. Okay, +7. Okay, that's an 18. Not bad. Now, usually I would only be dealing 1 damage to this monster that takes 2 HP to defeat, but I'm going to add my Furious Assault. Use this power when you hit a monster with an attack. The monster takes +1 damage. That way I make sure he's dead and done. And now that I'm flipping my Furious Assault, I need to be on the lookout for 20s. Because if someone rolls a 20, I get to flip my Furious Assault ability over and use it again. But with that said, this guy, which takes 2 HP, is defeated. He's 3 XP. So now we have enough XP to cancel encounters or level up if needed. I also get a treasure for my troubles. What do I get? I get an item, Cat's Eye Headband. The circlet grants the ability to see in the dark. This item remains in play. While this item is in play, your hero gains a +2 bonus to attack rolls against monsters that are not on his or her tile. Great. That's actually not bad. I like to attack from far away, so that can come in handy, that +2. Now, I've attacked. I still haven't moved. Let's see, what is this Drake gonna do? If the hunting Drake is within 1 tile, it's not. Otherwise, the move's 2 tiles. Okay, so he's just gonna follow us. That's not too terrible. I think with that in mind, then we can add another monster to the board. What is my guy's speed? His speed is speed of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can... if I stay there, the Drake is going to come. So I need to go up. So 1 and 2. And I'm going to end my turn there. And now I guess we're dealing with 2 monsters every turn. My girl is immobilized, but I'm hoping that this Drake is going to move to me. Actually, he doesn't need to. It's better if he doesn't. Alright, well, let's see what monster we get first. So it is the end of my turn. And at the end of my turn, I am standing at the edge of a unexplored tile. So we're going to move to the exploration phase, and we're going to get a new tile. And here we go. Okay, and now we're going to get a monster. And it's a spider swarm. So here's a bunch of little spiders with an AC of 12 and an HP of 1. And what they do is they poison us, so they don't look too terribly bad. Of course, they're going to be moving this turn, so we'll see how bad they really are. I might regret saying they're not bad. But with that, I finished my exploration phase, and we're going to move to the villain phase, where first we're going to get an encounter because... did I get a treasure from the monster I killed? I did. So we have a black triangle. So we're going to get an encounter. Remember, we can cancel it if we really don't like it. What is it? Yeah, we really don't like it. It's from the shadows. Choose the hero with the fewest hit points remaining. Place a new monster on that hero's tile. We don't need any more monsters running around, do we? So now that I've revealed the encounter, I might want to cancel it and just let it have no effect. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 XP. So if I do that, I'll be down to 2, 3, 4 XP. Not enough to level up if I roll a 20, but I think it's worth it. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to cancel. I don't need any more monsters. Of course, there might be something worse, a worse encounter coming our way. But for now, we're just going to get rid of that and pretend it never happened. So then after the encounter, any villain will activate. We still don't have villains, but I'm sure it's coming. And then after that, we are going to activate all the monsters that Tarak controls. Tarak controls the Hunting Drake. So what does it want to do? If the Hunting Drake is within one tile of a hero, it is currently not within one tile of a hero. So otherwise, the Hunting Drake moves 2 tiles towards the hero with the fewest hit points remaining. The hero with the fewest hit points remaining is Brie. So 1 tile, 2 tiles next to Brie. Put him on the stash. Okay, so that's it. He does not attack. And then the Spider Swarm, new monster. What does the Spider Swarm do? If the Spider Swarm is on a tile with a poisoned hero, it is not. No one's poisoned. So we move to the next one. If the Spider Swarm is within 1 tile of a hero, that it is. It's within 1 tile of both of our heroes. It moves to the closest hero's tile and attacks each hero on that tile with 1,000,000 venomous fangs. It's a +7 and we're going to be poisoned. Okay, so we need to roll the attack for each of the heroes. Does it say it moved? I believe so. It moves to the closest hero's tile. Yeah, and the mushroom stash is occupied, so we'll just put the swarm adjacent to the mushroom stash. Alright, so we'll go in order. We'll attack Tarak first, and it's a +7. Let's see if Tarak gets poisoned. Okay, Tarak is definitely poisoned at 15. What about Brie? Brie gets a 6 plus the 7. It's a 13. So no, Brie is not poisoned. So there goes Tarak, poisoned again. And with that, we moved all of the monsters that Tarak controls. So we go back to Brie's turn. And Brie is immobilized, so she cannot move, but she can attack. And then she's going to lose that condition at the end of her turn. She's not poisoned though, so that's a good thing. So let's see. She needs to attack one of these guys. Now, if they were both adjacent to her, she could attack both. Of course, she'd take a damage. But because they're not adjacent to her, because they're actually far away from her, we're going to have to pick one. So let's see. She still has her stance at the +4 bonus to her attacks, so that's good. And then which one of these 2 guys do we need to get rid of first? I guess because she has that +4, I'm going to go with the Drake, which is has an AC of 14 instead of attacking the spiders, which is just an AC of 12, because I think then my friend here can take care of the spiders. So let's attack the Drake with our Tolmaril, which is the only attack we've been able to use during the game. Actually, she can use her archer attack, but she doesn't need to. That's her daily power. She would lose that power for the rest of the game. We need to wait for that one for when the evil villain comes around. So Tolmaril, here at willpower, is a +6, and we need to hit a 14. We already have +4, so we're at 10. So all we need is a 4 or more to defeat the Drake. And we got a 6. That's good enough. Okay, so then the Drake is discarded. We are going to take a match as XP, which is great because now I think we're back to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we are. So if anybody rolls a 20, we can level up. But in the meantime, we are just going to leave it like that. And because she defeated a monster, she can get a treasure. What does she get? She gets follow through. What does that do? As one opponent drops, your attack carries through to the next. Play immediately. Deal 1 damage to 1 monster on your hero's tile. And discard after playing. Wow, we get 2 for the price of 1. Alright. So this gets discarded, but we get to do 1 damage to a monster on our tile. And there is a monster on our tile. It's those spiders that only take 1 damage to defeat. So they're actually defeated. So Tarak doesn't need to worry about them. We did defeat him, but we don't get a treasure for that because we already drew 1 treasure for during our turn for defeating a monster. Also, at the end of her turn, she is no longer immobilized. It says you cannot move, discard this condition at the end of your hero phase. So that's it for her. Unfortunately, she didn't move, so we're going to move to the exploration phase. And she is not at the edge of a tile, which means we don't get to reveal a new tile. It's the first time we don't get to reveal a new tile. That's okay. We're going to move over to the villain phase where if you did not reveal a tile, or if you reveal a tile with a black triangle, you would draw an encounter. Since we didn't reveal a tile, we're going to get an encounter. Okay, it's not bad actually. It's besieged. The constant fighting starts to take a toll. Each hero takes damage equal to the number of monsters adjacent to him or her. Well, we just had a 2-for-1 deal and we have defeated all the monsters on the board, so there are no monsters adjacent to us, so this encounter has no effect. Take that, you monsters. And then number 2 in the villain phase, the villains will activate, but we have no villains. And then number 3, the monsters will activate, but we have no monsters. So we actually have a little bit of respite. And that's it for Brie. Now we move to Tarak's turn. Tarak is poisoned. You take 1 damage at the start of your hero phase, which is now. Discard this marker at the end of your hero phase if you roll 10 or more. So Tarak, who was at full health, now loses one of his health points, bringing him down to 7. I mean, I'm still not worried. We haven't used our potions yet, so I think we are doing okay. Alright, so during his action, Tarak can either move or attack or move, or move and move. And there's no monster, so he could move and move. And we can come back on this side. Or, let's see, he moves how much? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's the thing. I want the next monster to be within 2 tiles of Brie, so that Brie can attack the new monster. So if I put a new monster here, usually the monsters move, so if I put a new monster here, he might move here, which is within 2 tiles. If I put a new monster here, regardless of whether he moves or not, he'll be within 2 tiles of Brie. So I think I'm going to go over there. Or I can go over here. I don't think it matters. We'll just move 1, 2, stand right there, and we'll end our movement, our two movements. It just moved twice, 2 squares. We'll go to the exploration phase. During the exploration phase, we're going to get another cavern tile. We should be close. Let's see. The start tile, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, that's the 8th tile, so we know that's not it. Okay, and okay, we found another wall. But the good news is this one has a white triangle, so no encounter. But we do get a monster. It's Dening Dorden Drider. Okay. Alright, this guy looks nasty. He has an HP of 3 and an AC of 16. It's going to be hard to get this guy out of the board. Okay, so we'll place him here. Okay, he's bigger than us. Is that even fair? But with that, we finished the exploration phase. He cannot move 2 spaces like this girl. Oh, actually, she could have moved 2 spaces after the. Oh, she didn't. She didn't explore, but it doesn't matter. She could have moved, but she didn't. It's okay. She's okay where she's at. I forget about her ability to move 2 after the exploration phase. In any case, we're done with the exploration phase. We move to the villain phase. White triangle means no encounter, no villain yet, but we do have to move our new friend. If Dinning or Dining, or I don't know what the thing is, however you say that, if the big spider with the human face is within 2 tiles of a hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks that hero with a sword. After the attack, pass this card to the player on your right. Oh great, so this guy attacks every turn. Alright, so +2 and it'll be 2 damage. So I guess that means if I was playing with more players, since the player to my left is next, then he wouldn't be going to the next hero. But in a 2-player game, this guy is just going to be bouncing from one side to the other. So we need to kill him. And at 3 HP, it's going to be hard to defeat unless we use one of our daily powers. And not even. Her daily power only does 2 damage. His daily power could get him. But we'll deal about that. We'll deal with that when we get to our turn. For now, he is going to move next to us, right? Adjacent to the closest hero. Alright, so there he is. And is going to attack at +8, 2 damage. He needs to hit a 14. So please roll low. Okay, he rolled a 4. Will that do it? Let's see, he rolled a 4. Here's a +8. That puts it only to 12. So he did miss. 4 is not enough to hit our guy. Our guy has been kind of lucky dodging attacks, more so than our friend. By the way, I forgot to check on the poison status. So before I take it over to Brie, because it is the end of Tarak's turn, before I take it over to Brie, at the end of my hero phase, I should have checked if I can roll a +10 to get rid of my poison status. Okay, and I have a 13, so I am poisoned no more. Right, so Brie has to somehow get rid of this guy. Can she do it? Alright, she's going to attack. First, she's going to move her stance back to the +1 damage. I'm hoping she rolls high and we can do 2 damage to this guy. She's using Tomaril, which is only a +6. This guy is a 16, so she needs to roll a 10. Not an easy feat, but we got a 50% chance of doing it. So if she rolls a 10, she'll be inflicting 2 damage. It's not enough to kill him. And remember, he, the monster, now belongs to Brie. So he's going to attack someone else at the end of the turn. In the meantime, Brie is going to use her Archer Tolmaril ability. Let's see how good she rolls. Come on, Brie, you got this. 18, beautiful. So because of her stance, she actually does 2 damage to him instead of just 1. Of course, that's not really enough to get rid of him, but it's a start, right? She hasn't moved yet. She can move up to 6. Do we want another monster on the board? Probably not. But this guy's gonna move, and he wants to be within 2 tiles of a hero. So if she runs away and is not within 2 tiles of a hero, let's see, it moves adjacent to the closest hero. So she just needs to be a little further than Tarak, and then Tarak will take the hit. So where does she want to move? Do we want to go north? We're running out of places to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can even get another monster, but do I want to? We're getting the tiles soon, so I think we should probably get rid of this guy before we reveal the tile that we want. So with that in mind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm going to go here. 6 is her speed, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to stand right here and chill. Of course, that means that oh, and at the end of her turn, she can move 2 more at the end of the exploration phase. But let's go to the exploration phase first. She didn't reveal any tiles, so we're going to get an encounter. So what do we get? Another volcanic spray. Each hero within 1 tile of a volcanic vent tile takes 1 damage. I think the volcanic tile is really far away from us, though. I'm surprised we haven't seen more volcanic tiles. Usually there's many more out there on the board, but right now we only have 1, and there are no heroes within 1 tile of it, so that encounter actually has no effect. Now we go to Brie's, the villain phase. We did the encounter, then we move to villains activating. There's no villains yet, soon. And then monsters are going to activate. Now this guy now belongs to Brie. So let's see. If Dinning is within 2 tiles of a hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks that hero with a sword. And then we pass the card. So it's a +8 and it's inflicting 2 damage. He's already next to a hero, so... And he rolls an 18, definitely 2 damage for our friend Tarak. Okay, yeah, he's already next to a hero, so he didn't need to move. He just attacked me right there. I'll lose 2 health. It's alright. And then we pass the... where is he? Yeah, I already passed him. Yeah, he moves over to Tarak. Tarak is going to control him next turn if he can't kill him. Alright, but with that, we've activated every monster that Catty Brie controls, so we move back to Tarak. I think the first thing we're going to do is to heal him. He does have that potion that he got at the beginning of the game. So the potion of healing, I can use it during my turn. Your hero or an adjacent hero regains 2 hit points. We're getting 2 hit points back. It's not a lot, but you know, we're not at full health, but we're almost at full health. So he's back to 7. There he goes. Out of the possible 8. Now, I discarded that treasure. I think I want this guy dead. Like, I don't want to deal with him just passing from one to the other. I can't deal with that. So I think because his AC is kind of high, what is it? It's 16, and he only needs 1 more damage to be defeated. I'm going to use my Wand of Magic Missiles. And yeah, I'm running out of available cards, as you can tell. I need to be flipping these cards somehow. But let me show you why I want to use this one. I have to use this one instead of attacking, which means that I'm going to be declaring that I'm going to attack first and then move. The simple Ebonic Wand casts the most basic spells in the typical wizard's arsenal. Choose 1 monster within 3 tiles of your hero. That monster takes 1 damage. And then flip this card over after use. We don't lose it, but we do have to flip it over. The big spider with human face only has 1 damage left to be defeated, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to get rid of it. I don't want it around anymore. It's a lot of HP. Where is he at? There he is. How much HP? This is 4 experience, so I'm ready to level up. Just give me 20, and also that 20 would mean I could flip over my utility power. But in the meantime, since I defeated a monster, I do get a card, a treasure. Use when your hero takes damage and reduce that damage by 1. Okay, this might certainly come in handy later when I get attacked. In the meantime, I haven't moved yet. So I'm in the same predicament. I want this girl to be within 2 tiles of whatever monster comes next so she can attack him and hopefully get rid of him. So I'm going to move that way. I was over here. So 1, 2, and just stay right there. And that's the end of my turn. I'm going to move everything down so we can see the next tile. Beginning of the exploration phase, we reveal a tile. And could it be our tile that we're looking for? Yes, it certainly is our broken door. Alright, we didn't have to wait too long for that. Oops, I'm putting it upside down. There we go. Oops. Okay, let me put the door first. It's a white triangle, I'm surprised. Probably other things are going to happen. So, because we revealed the broken door, we go back to the adventure book and we got a lot to read. Let's do it. We've revealed the broken door tile, so we read, Mithril Hole has been found, but years of neglect have taken their toll. The door has been smashed open, and the stone tunnels are now home to the denizens of the Underdark. To make matters worse, Artemis' entry has caught up to you. You must defeat the foes that surround you and recover the dwarf's ancestral crown. Okay, and here's our special adventure rules that we need to follow. When a hero reveals the broken door tile, do the following. Instead of drawing a monster card for the tile, the active hero's player takes the Artemis Entreri villain card and places the Artemis Entreri figure on either mushroom patch on the start tile. As a villain, Artemis Entreri acts at the start of each player's villain phase. Okay, so here's our villain, the human assassin, and he has an HP of 8. And yeah, he's going to be running after us. So let's place him as far away from us as we can. So this is the start tile. I can place him either here or here. Let's place him as far away from us as we possibly can. He'll start running and trying to get to us. In the meantime, we'll run away from him as well. I don't know what's going to happen because I'm sure there's more stuff. Where's that crown? We still haven't found it. Let's see what's next. So next up, place the ancient throne tile next to the closest unexplored edge of the broken door tile. Then each player draws a monster card and places the corresponding monster figure on any square of either the ancient throne or broken door tile. Alright, so here's our ancient throne tile, and we have to place it in the closest unexplored. So we're gonna put it here, I think. Let's push. Yeah, that way I don't have to move that many things. There it is. Okay, and then every hero is going to draw a monster, and we can place it in any space here or here. So we got a lot of choices. So let's start with Tarak, who started all this ordeal, and see what monster he gets. Tarak gets a Hypnotic Spirit with an AC of 14 and an HP of 1, and just to check where I'm going to place him, if the Hypnotic Spirit is within 1 tile of a hero, it moves and attacks. Otherwise, it moves 2 tiles. So he moves pretty fast. Let's put him as far back as we can. That's going to be Tarak's monster. Let's see, he can attack within 2 tiles. So, should we put him... He moves... Okay. He has to be within 1 tile of... Okay, so let's... no, let's move him here, because... Yeah, because he's going to move here, and then he can attack. She's really far, so I'm kind of... She can't attack anybody. She needs to move it. But maybe if she moves, she can make an attack. In the meantime, let's see what monster she gets. And we get a stalagmite event. Do not place a monster. Oh, okay. Well, this is actually great. The lumen shape ahead turns out to be nothing but a cave formation. Do not place a monster. We'll discard that. Of course, for now we only have a villain and a monster, but things might change really quickly. But at least this is not bad. Okay, let's move on and see if there's anything else that we need to do. Place the crown token on either square of the throne depicted on the ancient throne tile. A hero in any of the 6 squares adjacent to the throne squares can pick up the crown token at the end of his or her hero phase. Place the crown token on that hero's card. And just to remind you guys, the victory is the heroes with the adventure win the adventure when they defeat the villain, and any hero has the crown token. So here's our crown token. We can put it anywhere on the throne, and that's it. Let's see, we've done everything. That was all because of the exploration phase where we revealed the broken door. So um, at the end of the exploration phase, we move to the villain phase where our villain is going to activate. So what is Artemis going to do? If Artemis is adjacent to exactly one hero, he's not. If Artemis is within one tile of a hero, he is not. Otherwise, Artemis moves one tile towards the closest hero with the fewest hit points remaining. So the hero the lowest HP is Brie, just because she started at 6, not because she's taking any damage. She's actually at full health. So we need to move Artemis one tile closer to that hero. Now, 1, 2, 3, and this will take him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he definitely wants to move this way. So we'll put him over here, which is great because now he's 2 away from what we need to do. So maybe we can divide and conquer. Brie can get rid of this guy, and Tarak can go pick up that crown and then and kill that monster if he can in the meantime, in the process. But let's see, that was number 1, a villain. Actually, number 2. Number 1 was the encounter, but we don't get an encounter because it's a white triangle. Number 2, the villain activates, and then number 3, the monsters activate. Now we are on Tarak's turn, so Tarak has a monster that he's controlling. It is the spirit. So what does the spirit do? If the hypnotic spirit is within one tile of a hero, it is not. Otherwise, the closest hero moves 2 tiles closer to the hypnotic spirit. Oh, so that's perfect. So it's not the monster that moves. The closest hero moves 2 tiles closer. It's going to put us right where we want to be. So this is the closest hero, so we're going to move 2 tiles towards the spirit, which means that we're ever closer to our crown, which is what we need to pick up. But with that, Tarak is done, so he'll have to pick up his crown next turn. In the meantime, we move back to Catty Brie, because we're done with all the monsters here. And Catty Brie cannot miss the opportunity of hitting this guy. She has her stance on the +1 damage, so that's great. I think she's going to use her daily power. Let's see, Artemis has an AC of 15, and so let's take a look at her daily power. Daily power, cluster shot. Choose a tile within 2 tiles of your hero. Attack each monster on that tile. Unfortunately, there's only one monster that we need to attack, which is the villain, but you cannot attack with this power if your hero is adjacent to a monster. It is not. So it's going to be only +6, but we will damage 2 plus the 1 from our stance. And even if we miss, we're doing 1 damage plus the 1 from our stance. We have a chance to hit the villain for either 2 damage or 3 damage. Okay, let's roll really high. A 13, that will do it. It's not a 20, which I was hoping for, but okay. So 13 plus 6 is 19, which is more than his AC, so we do hit. We hit for 2. We do have to flip our daily power. And also we hit for 1 more, so we're doing 3 damage to him. And I'm just going to keep track of that over here. So 3 out of 8. Okay. And Brie, of course, now Brie has no more daily power unless she finds a way to flip it, which is not easy. There are treasure cards that allow you to do that. Now she hasn't moved, so she can move up to her speed, which is 6. And I think she wants to, because what does this guy do? Adjacent, it's not going to be adjacent, within 1 tile. So he doesn't want to be within 1 tile. He's going to move 1 tile. So he's just going to run away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And at the end of her turn, she's done. Yeah, hold on a second. What does this guy do? Can he? Okay, I'm hoping he'll kill that guy. We don't have to worry about it. That's the end of her turn. At the end of her turn, we go to exploration phase. She's not at the edge of a tile. I don't want to explore anymore because exploring is just going to bring us more monsters. We're going to have to be getting some encounters. So what encounter do we get? It's a Quickling Ambush. And as a reminder, I'm drawing an encounter because we did not reveal any tiles. So attack your hero. A fast-moving Quickling strikes, then disappears into the caverns. It's a +8, and we're going to get our first damage for the girl. It's an 8 plus 8 is 16, more than enough. So since it hit, we're taking 2 damage. First 2 damage for Brie. Okay, we'll have to get some change. There we go. So she's up 4. Now I'm not worried. She still has her potion, which she hasn't used yet. So that's okay. At the end of her exploration phase, yeah, okay. So we we're at the exploration phase. We didn't reveal. At the end, she could have moved too. Does she want to move too? I think she's fine where she's at. Just put her there. Doesn't really matter. No, let's just keep her here in case she has to run that way. All right. So we're doing the villain phase. Yes, let's do villain phase. First, the encounter. We drew the encounter. Second, the villain is going to activate. So what does this guy do? If Artemis is adjacent to exactly one hero, he is not. If Artemis is within one tile of a hero, he is not. Otherwise, Artemis moves one tile towards the closest hero with the fewest hit points remaining. So he's just following us. He's slow, but he's coming. If I can just keep him at bay and continue to run, I'm even thinking maybe I can start running in circles because she has a really good speed. And that way he'll never get to us, but we can stay 2 tiles away, we can hit him. I don't know, it's just a thought. But for now he moves there, he did not attack. And then all of Brie's monsters will activate, but she has no monsters because she got that lucky stalemate where no monsters appeared. So we're done with Brie. We're going back to Tarak. Tarak is on a mission of his own, defeating that monster and grabbing that crown token. So I guess he's going to attack first, or he can move and then attack. I think there's nowhere to place, because he can move the monster, but he doesn't want to move the monster necessarily. Let's just kill the monster. That's what he wants to do. Let's attack first. We're gonna attack with our positioning shot. Attack one monster within 2 tiles, and hit or miss, I can place that monster on any square on your tile or an adjacent tile. Okay, I just need a 7 to hit him, and I got a 15. Good. So the spirit only takes 1 HP to defeat, so he is done for. Get him out of there. We do get a treasure. We get a fortune, bolster, a few words of encouragement, fortify your companion's resolve. Play immediately. Choose one hero. That hero either regains 1 hit point or ends 1 condition on him or her. So I can use this on either one of my heroes. I mean, I know Brie hasn't used her potion yet. That would put her at full health. This guy is at 7 out of his 8 HP that he can have. So I'm going to let her use her potion. I'm going to have Tara go back to full health. That way they're both at full health and we only have one guy to deal with unless an encounter brings another monster out. Okay, so he's at full health again, and then he hasn't moved yet, so he's going to move 1, 2, 3 and end his turn there. Now, the special instructions said that if any hero at the end of his hero phase, if he's adjacent to that crown in any space adjacent to the ancient throne, they can take the crown and put it on his card to indicate that they have it. So we've already met 1 out of the 2 conditions to end and win the game. Now at the end of his turn, we go to the exploration phase, and he's not at the edge of a tile, so we're not going to get a new tile, but we are going to get an encounter. What do we get? We get a volcanic explosion. Each hero on a volcanic vent tile takes 2 damage. But we're far away from the volcanic vent tile, so it's all good. And after the encounter, our villain is going to move. Now we know that if he's adjacent, something happens. Where he's not adjacent is if he is within 1 tile of a hero, but he's not. So otherwise, Artemis moves 1 tile towards the closest hero with the fewest HP remaining, which is still our girl. So he's just going to stand there, and then all of the monsters that Tarak controls will activate, but he doesn't control any monsters right now. Tarak needs to run over and help defeat this guy. In the meantime, we're going to go back to Cathy Brie's turn, and now she is within 2 tiles of this guy. So leaving her stance where it is so that she can do more damage, she's going to declare an attack, and then she's going to run. So we roll a +6. And let's see, we have to hit a 15. And we get a 13. So 13 plus a 6 is 19. We do hit. He's taking 1 damage from our Tolmaril attack, but he's taking an extra damage because we have our stance on the +1. So he's up to 5 damage out of the 8 that he needs. Not bad. And we haven't used any healing surges yet, so we're doing pretty good. And now she needs to move. Now I know she wants to move away from this guy, and like I said, maybe go around in circles. So she moves 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna stand there. He's 1, 2, 3 tiles away from her. I like this little circle thing going around that we have. That's actually going to be very helpful in defeating this guy. But in the meantime, she's going to end her turn there. It's time for the exploration phase. The first thing we do, if no tiles were revealed, or if we revealed a black triangle, we would get an encounter. We get an encounter, and this time we get overrun. Each hero takes damage equal to the number of monsters he or she controls. Monsters charge from all directions, but we don't have any monsters. We've defeated everybody except for the villain. So this is actually a really good time to draw that encounter, because I know before we had a bunch of monsters. Each of us had at least 2. So that encounter has no effect. And then what else comes up? The exploration. Actually, we finished exploration. This is the villain phase. So I forgot. At the end of my exploration, I can move 2. And then we draw the encounter during the villain phase. And then for number 2 on the villain phase, Artemis is going to move. You know, he's not adjacent, he's not within 1 tile, so he just wants to move close to this girl. So here's 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to go up. And after the villain, then we activate all the monsters that Brie controls, but she doesn't have any monsters. We've been doing a good job by keeping all the monsters out of the way. So Brie is finished. We go back to Tarak, and Tarak, like I said, wants to come and help. So he has an attack, positioning shot, attack 1 monster within 2 tiles of you. So we're going to move first and then attack. He has a speed of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he made it to that tile. Here's the thing. We have to place that monster on any square on your tile or an adjacent tile. Okay, oh, I forgot to heal her. Okay, we'll do that next turn. Alright, so let's do positioning shot. It's a +7. He's only hit it. Oh, actually, hold on a second. Can I use my... Let's move back. I was over here. Can I use my tornado strike? I can't use this one, but I am looking forward to using it soon. So attack 4 times. Each attack can be against any monster on your tile. So I don't have enough speed to move all the way to get to him, to the tile where the villain is. But imagine attacking him 4 times, right? And then after the attack, place your hero on any square on your tile. But after the attack, place your hero on any square on your tile. That doesn't make any sense. Because, oh, I guess I can change where I'm at. I can change the square where I'm at. Alright, but let's for now use my positioning shot, because my other daily at willpower I have to be adjacent. And I'm not adjacent. I'm not going to be able to be adjacent. But this attacks a monster within 2 tiles. But then hit or miss, place that monster on any square on your tile or an adjacent tile. That's the scary part. But he's already on a tile that's adjacent to mine, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so again, we move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move first. Now I am within 2 tiles of... Actually, I can stay here, because I'm still within 2 tiles. That way this guy is not going to come for me when the time comes. So yes, I'm just going to stay there and attack the monster within 2 tiles. Of course, then I have to place him adjacent to me. In the tile here or here. So regardless of what I do... But he's going after the... Artemis is going after the hero with the fewest hit points. Unless I'm within 1 tile. Adjacent to the closest hero and attacks the hero with a heavy saber. So yeah, okay, well, it is what it is. I'm gonna go here, I guess, to keep him away from... I don't want to keep him too far from her, because then she won't be able to attack him. Okay, I'm gonna stay there so I can move him there and she can come and attack within 2 tiles. We'll do it like this. He's gonna stay over there and attack, and he rolls a +7. He's only gonna be doing 1 damage, which is not much, but at least that helps. If he can hit at a +7. Let's see. I do have a +2, don't I? No, I don't. My cat's eye headband, +2 attacks to rolls against monsters that are not on his or her tile. Oh yeah, so I have a +2. So 7, and let me just remind you of this one. I have a +7, but this item, which I haven't used much, says, well, this item is in play. Your hero gains a +2 bonus to attack rolls against monsters that are not on his or her tile. So I'm at a +9, and 4 is 13, so I missed. So even with my cat's eye headband, I still missed. Now I have to place him on my tile or an adjacent tile, so I'm going to place him there. Some damage is going to be coming my way, but I've already moved I already attacked, so we are going to end my turn, and now we're going to go to the exploration phase where I am not at the edge of a tile, so we get another encounter. We get an event attack, stale air, attack each hero. It's +8 and it's 1 damage. I'm thinking maybe cancel this one. I have all this XP that I'm not using. Oops, I discarded this. Let's see how we're doing with that XP. I have 5, and then I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spend 5 XP to cancel that lovely event, because I don't want to attack everyone, right? We've been doing good so far. No need for that. Okay. And then after the encounter, we move to activating the villains. So this guy now is right next to me. So if he's adjacent to exactly one hero, that's not true. But if Artemis is within 1 tile of a hero, he moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks that hero with a heavy saber. So the saber is going to do 8 +8, and it's going to do 1 damage. So let's roll. 8 + 11 is 19, so I am getting 1 damage. Okay, so he moves adjacent to me, and he does 1 damage. Not only that, but now he's adjacent to me, which makes him really far from our friend. Down to 7, and not only that, but the next time he triggers, which is on Cat Brie's turn, he's adjacent to a hero, and I know that he does something even worse when he's adjacent to a hero. And I can't move anymore because I already moved. But after the villain activates, then I get to activate any monsters that I control. Actually, let's see. I can reduce damage by 1. I have a brooch of shielding. Might as well use it. Use when your hero takes damage. Reduce the damage by 1. So I do have to flip it over when I use it, but I'm not taking that damage, dude. I shielded. He's still next to me, which is not great. Okay, so it is Cat Brie's turn, and she better run. She better run and get close as she can, because she needs to be 2 tiles away to be able to inflict damage. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will do it. Yeah, that will do it. And she's within 2 tiles, so she's going to use her Talmaril, and she's rolling a +6. She will inflict an extra damage if she gets to it. Before I forget, I'm going to use my potion of healing and bring her back to her maximum health. So. Alright, Brie, you got a 12. Okay, 12 + 6 is 18. You got it. So with 18, she hits him for 1, and then she hits him for 2 because of the stance. So he's almost there. He's at 7 out of the 8 he needs. Okay. And with that, she's already moved and she's attacked. So it's the end of her turn. We go to the exploration phase. At the exploration phase, she's not at the edge of a tile, so another encounter. And apparently we're lost. Without looking at it, take the bottom tile from the dungeon tile stack and place it on top. What you thought was a shortcut takes you in the wrong direction. But we're not really dealing with tiles anymore, so no big deal. Okay, so we're going to discard that encounter, and without looking, we're going to place the bottom tile on top. There we go. Not the worst. And but before that encounter, I forgot to move her at the end of the exploration phase. So I did that now. Then an encounter, then of course you know who's moving, right? This is going to be his most dangerous attack yet. If Artemis is adjacent to exactly one hero, he attacks that hero with the vampiric dagger. Okay, the dagger is +8 and the damage is 2, and he regains 1 HP. So 1 HP, are you kidding? All the work that I've done. Okay, so let's try and roll low. Okay, we've got this. He got a 5. Okay, good. Does he hit us? 5 + 8 is 13, and we are at 14, so actually he misses. So it means he doesn't regain health. Okay, that's good, because we don't need him regaining any health. We almost got him where we want him. So after the villain, we would activate any of Brie's monsters, but she doesn't have any. Brie is finished. We move to our friend, who is finally going to be he will use his tornado. I'm pretty sure he can use his tornado strike, and all Artemis needs is 1 more damage for us to win. So let's check it out. Tornado strike. Attack 4 times. Each attack can be against any monster on your tile. So you move to my tile, prepare to suffer. And then after the attack, place a hero on any square on your tile. So all of them are +7s. Let's go. Plus 7, and 7 is 14. That's a miss because we need to hit a 15. Attack number 2. 5 and 7, that's still a miss. Come on, you can do better than this. Okay, attack number 3. 15, that will do it. Our tornado strike only does 1 damage. We do need to flip it after we use it, but 5, 6, 7, 8. We've done it. We've defeated the villain. We have the crown. We didn't use any healing surges. Somehow we got lucky and we've defeated the game. Alright guys, well there you have it. That was a full run through of The Legend of Drizzt. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Also, don't forget, subscribe to the channel and join us on Twitter and Instagram where we post very cool pictures of your favorite board games. I will see you guys on the next video, but until then, may you play more games.